Hey, man, I just want to talk about, a very, very, very concerning thing to me. People have been asking me, Velo, why don't you drive? Velo, why don't you have a car? So let me tell you why. Velo, why you've never traveled? You understand? So let me tell you my story, guys. So I have, and as a child, um, I used to have this problem they call like motion sickness. Motion sickness is when you're in a car, or some of it as being car sick and not what. However, motion sickness means as long as you ain't in anything that is moving, you get sick. You know, um, and the reason you get sick is because you have fear, and the fear is that you have the fear that you are never in control. You understand? You have the fear that you're never in control. You don't trust this car. You never trusting this car. You never trusting this driver who's driving. So that's motion sickness. Hopefully it's much better now as I'm growing. I'm working on it. However, I don't like to be in cars and like However, now yeah, man. Uh, People need my work now overseas. I have to travel. I still have to decide if I have to travel by sea or by plane. I understand, but I would prefer to travel by plane. We'll see. We'll see though. You know, as I'm releasing this motion sickness. Yeah, man. I think I'm gonna start driving now, man. Yeah, man. So I just wanted to talk about that thing. It's a very small thing, but some people judge themselves without knowing why they don't have certain things. Some things you don't have them because of a certain fear, and that fear stops you from, from doing that. And you judge yourself. You're thinking like you're not like everybody. You are never supposed to be like everybody. That person who has a car has his own life. You have your own life. Yes, maybe you need a car for necessity. However, there's a reason you are not having a car. You are not having a car because you feel like you are never in control. You have control issues. So it's very important to work on control, just release all control. I have that problem of control, which is what I'm working on right now, to release all control. I think most people are like that. We want to control everything, and I think now it's time to let go and release all control and be free.